So Barracuda clarified a point where I was saying that the Sasuke's brother Itachi, something like that, killing his parents was a contradiction because like either if you say you don't love your family, then killing them will mean nothing, right? But they clarified it was actually his best friend that he loved the most, and he had killed his best friend. That's why he killed his best friend was to activate the power, right? So that he used the power against his family. So he'd already been turned before he killed his family. I think that's a very interesting point. I forgot to bring this up a couple episodes ago, but this was clarified during the last batch of recordings I did. It's a very interesting point because, first of all, it means it's true. He wasn't being a hypocrite or lying. He really didn't care about his family that much. And it was his best friend he loved the most. I think that's interesting, which is an interesting parallel between Sasuke and Naruto, right? Best friends, not family. So it works as a parallel, and it also explains everything that's happening. And so I just wanted to point that out because I think it's really cool. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. It's episode 140, and we're going on one. 3, 2, 1. F him. F him protecting you. That's your next job. Were you sitting on his shoulder? Oh, we're gonna get his backstory. Interesting. We're gonna get his backstory. So he knew something. Interesting. Donzo, huh? Interesting. You can't trust Donzo. Why should he? That was the trigger. I don't want to. All right, fine. Cue the flashback. This is a long cold open. Yeah, I think the longest one we've ever seen is 6.5 minutes. He's an accountant. You're mean. But it's a legacy situation. Dirty, rotten criminals. Well, I don't really want to sell out to the man and work for the establishment. Who cares if he did want to protect you? It doesn't take away what he did. Like I said, it could be some kind of psycho social attachment or something, you know? Like he may think of you as a pet. It's like you're my shit, so I'm gonna protect my shit. That doesn't mean he loves you or anything, and even if he did love you. Like this is how you get lost in the sauce is what I'm saying. Hey, this voice acting is great, and so is the animation. I like the shot of him coming towards you, the POV shot. So this goes back to what I always say. It doesn't matter what people feel, it matters what they do. That's it. They love you, great. Then they don't hit you. If they hit you, then it doesn't matter if they love you or not, right? See what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what he feels. It matters what he does. He killed your family. I mentioned this in some other thing I was watching recently, but one of my favorite moments in X-Men First Class, probably the entire X-Men series, was Kevin Bacon's talking to Magneto and telling him and revealing they have the same exact ideology, the same philosophy. They believe the exact same things. They have a common enemy. They should be natural allies. They literally are of one mind. And so after Kevin Bacon finishes his whole speech, Magneto's like, I agree with everything you just said, but you killed my mother. And then he killed him. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. It don't matter what you feel. It don't matter what you think. It don't matter what you believe. It don't matter if we're on the same side. He killed your parents. That's it. So he wants to protect you. Congratulations. Great. Good for you. Here's your cookie. You want to protect me. Here's your cookie. It don't matter, man. And so this is where I part ways with anime. Anime very much cares what people feel, way beyond what their actions are. And so does a lot of fandom, especially shipping fandom with people like Spike and Damon from Vampire Diaries. As long as they feel bad about it, it's okay, whatever it is they did. No, it's not. We got it tied up? I see that. Exactly. Period. That's where it stops. The other stuff is interesting. How he feels about you is interesting, but it should have no emotional impact on you. It doesn't matter. I would definitely want to understand him better, but that wouldn't change anything for me. This stuff is interesting. If there's a deeper conspiracy, sure, tell me about it. Is it like a ritual sacrifice? Yeah, I take that. I'll be the judge of that. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Fair enough. All right, go ahead and cue the flashback. I keep expecting him to go into a long flashback. Man, when you say the beginning, you mean the damn beginning. Jesus. Look at all those tiny nations. Looking evil as hell. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that symbol before. They look like some Rough Riders. I'm a badass. This is before Toby. F him. I like that symbol, man. It's really cool. It looks like tridents. I bet you wrecked him. I had to kick his ass. Looks like he's holding a guitar. An open field is better. There's less property damage. Oh, shit. Yeah, we know why you did it. Jesus. That's hardcore, man. That's some cult shit right there. And don't sign that contract. Yeah, this is a bad situation. They're just gonna wait for you to be weak, man. Yeah. Interesting. It really does look like China, doesn't it? A certain incident. Damn. You're dead to me. That hurt my feelings. But Toby was there for me. You seem salty about this. What an interesting character. Who the hell knows these days, right? Like, he may have had good intentions one time. I took my guitar and left. I see. God damn. Yeah, that is cool as hell, man. Look at that artwork. Get him out of here. He wouldn't have left behind his guitar. Interesting. You needed police. I love their masks. Brilliant. Hey, I'm always about anti-establishment. That's why they're so bitter. It makes sense. He is he is preening. Look at him. Look at all my tails. I'm awesome. That makes sense. It was a drumhead situation. Well, you know Donzo's a dick. Shit. Jesus. Huh. I'm with you so far. I think we're about to step into the realm of bullshit. Yeah, well, you know how I feel about it. You know what's so interesting about that? I've been waiting for a Black Swan event as far as the Jitsus. Like, they created something that's supposedly for the greater good, but then it actually overwhelms everybody. And it's like if nuclear weapons had, destroyed the atmosphere, that would have been a Black Swan event, right? Like it's something for good intentions, but you didn't fully research it. You didn't fully know what the hell you're doing, and you just set it loose, and it takes off, right? And I don't think the show's going that direction. I think it's more about the politics. And a lot of this stuff is kind of intentional. If we're reading between the lines here, I don't want to prejudge. I'm developing a theory, but I want to see another episode first and see what else he has to say about this first. But I think he's behind all this. He all but admitted he sent the Nine Tails, but then he acted like he didn't. You know? I don't know. I know this probably wasn't a very good reaction because I was mostly listening. This feels very important and feels like I should be paying a lot of attention, and that might happen for the next episode as well. But to make up for that, I'll try to have more thoughts at the beginning and end when I do things like this, where I don't like talk very much during the reaction. There's a lot to absorb here. I feel like this is pretty important information. They're not going to spend a whole episode, probably two whole episodes on this, if it doesn't mean anything, right?